What if the same breakfast that gives you energy every morning was also quietly destroying your body from the inside? What if the coffee that helps you wake up was secretly filling your blood with toxins banned in other countries? And what if the foods you trusted most, the ones with smiling logos, comforting jingles, and heart-healthy labels, were actually fueling inflammation, memory loss, and long-term disease? Every single day, billions of people start their morning with a comforting ritual. Coffee, oats, maybe a splash of creamer. But the truth behind these products is far darker than anyone dares to admit. This is BizWorld Explorer, and today we uncover 5 everyday morning habits quietly harming your health. Number 1. Starbucks. The illusion of comfort. Walk into any Starbucks in the world, and it feels the same. The music, the smell, the friendly barista calling your name. It's designed to feel safe. But what if that sense of comfort was the most dangerous part? A growing body of research reveals that some Starbucks drinks contain more sugar than a can of Coke. A single grande caramel frappuccino packs over 55 grams of sugar, nearly double the daily limit recommended by the World Health Organization. That's not coffee. That's dessert disguised as energy. But sugar isn't the only hidden threat. Independent lab tests in 2024 detected traces of acrylamide, a chemical byproduct created when coffee beans are roasted at high temperatures. Acrylamide is classified by the WHO as a potential carcinogen, linked to nerve damage and cancer in long-term exposure. Most European coffee companies have lowered roasting temps to reduce it. Starbucks hasn't. Even their plant-based milk options aren't safe havens. The oat milk and almond milk used in many drinks contain phosphates, synthetic additives that can cause kidney damage over time, especially for those with high blood pressure or diabetes. And while the brand markets its coffee as ethically sourced, several reports from watchdog groups have exposed Starbucks suppliers for pesticide use and child labor in regions like Ethiopia and Brazil. So, the next time you sip that organic-feeling latte, ask yourself, are you really tasting ethics or exploitation? Starbucks built an empire on comfort. But comfort can be the deadliest illusion of all. Number 2. Quaker. The health halo that isn't for over a century. Quaker Oats has been the breakfast symbol of health and trust. The smiling man on the box looks like honesty itself. But what hides behind that smile might shock you. In 2023, multiple batches of Quaker Oats products were recalled after tests found glyphosate, the same chemical used in weed killers, in alarming concentrations. Studies have linked glyphosate exposure to hormone disruption, liver damage, and even certain cancers. And it's not just one factory or one batch. Consumer advocacy groups have repeatedly tested oat products across markets in the US, Canada, and Asia. And Quaker keeps showing up near the top for chemical residue. The irony? Their packaging still says 100% natural. What's more disturbing is the microplastic contamination found in instant oat packets. A 2024 University of Toronto study discovered that several leading oat brands, including Quaker, contained microplastic fibers, invisible to the eye but capable of entering the bloodstream. These fibers can accumulate in organs and cause oxidative stress, the same process linked to accelerated aging and chronic disease. And then there's the sugar. A single maple and brown sugar instant oatmeal cup can carry up to 33 grams of sugar. Marketed as a wholesome breakfast, for millions of families, Quaker represents safety and nourishment. But the truth? It's often a bowl of processed grains, industrial chemicals, and false promises. The morning health symbol we grew up trusting may have quietly become one of the biggest health traps of our time. Number 3. Coffee Mate, the creamer that lies. A splash of Coffee Mate. That's all it takes to turn bitter coffee into sweet comfort. Or at least, that's what millions believe every morning. But what most don't realize is that Coffee Mate isn't even dairy. It's a cocktail of chemicals engineered to mimic cream. The first ingredients on the label: corn syrup solids, hydrogenated vegetable oils, and artificial flavors. That's industrial food science, not nutrition. Hydrogenated oils are a source of trans fats, which the World Health Organization directly links to heart disease and inflammation. Even when the label says zero trans fat, companies are legally allowed to hide small amounts per serving, meaning your daily splash can slowly build up into measurable harm. Then there's titanium dioxide, a whitening agent once used in paint, still found in some creamers to give that milky glow. The European Union banned it as a food additive in 2022 after evidence linked it to DNA damage. Yet in the United States and much of Asia, it's still allowed in your morning cup. Even the so-called sugar-free versions can be worse, packed with sucralose and acesulfame potassium, two artificial sweeteners shown to disrupt gut bacteria and raise blood sugar levels. So while your brain thinks you're cutting calories, your body's microbiome is being rewritten, increasing your risk of weight gain, insulin resistance, and anxiety. For something as small as a spoonful, Coffee Mate's impact is enormous. It's not creamer, it's chemical camouflage. If you're new here, welcome to BizWorld Explorer, where we uncover the hidden truths behind everyday brands and habits that shape your life. If you believe the public deserves transparency, subscribe now, because in this world of fine print and false advertising, staying informed is your only protection. Number 4. Healthy breakfast smoothies. Sugar in disguise from Starbucks. Refreshers to bottled breakfast blends. Smoothies are marketed as the modern health fix. But behind the vibrant colors and real fruit labels hides something more dangerous than sugar itself: liquid deception. Many commercial smoothies contain up to 60 grams of sugar per bottle, more than a large slice of cake. Yet they're sold as vitamin-rich, immune-boosting, and energy-supporting. How? Because food companies are allowed to highlight added vitamins while ignoring the insulin spike that follows every sip. Most bottled smoothies are pasteurized to extend shelf life, killing the natural enzymes and antioxidants that make fruit beneficial in the first place. To make up for the lost flavor, they add synthetic vitamin powders, sweeteners, and preservatives. So what you're actually drinking isn't fruit, it's processed sugar water with a vitamin label. In one global test across brands in the US, UK, and India, over 70% of healthy smoothies were found to contain either artificial flavors, preservatives, or hidden fruit concentrates, a polite way of saying cheap sugar syrups. Long-term consumption spikes blood sugar, promotes insulin resistance, and accelerates aging through glycation, a process that literally stiffens your skin, arteries, and organs over time. The result? A breakfast habit that feels healthy, but ages your body from the inside out. Number 5. Instant breakfast cups and just add water meals. In our busy world, convenience has become the new religion. Instant oats, breakfast cups, and just add hot water meals promise speed, but often deliver toxins instead. Many of these products contain BPA or PFAS, chemicals leaching from the packaging itself when hot water is added. These forever chemicals don't break down in the human body. They accumulate in your blood, your liver, and even breast milk. The Environmental Working Group found PFAS traces in over 50% of tested instant food packaging. including several major oat and cereal brands. That's right, the bowl you microwave could be serving you more plastic than nutrition. Then there's the sodium overload. A single instant breakfast cup can contain 700 to 900 milligrams of sodium, nearly half your daily allowance. Disguised under comforting names like Hearty Morning Bowl or Power Oats Excess Sodium, combined with low-fiber spikes blood pressure, causes water retention, and puts long-term stress on the kidneys. We call it breakfast, but in reality, it's a lab experiment packaged for convenience. The bigger picture, a system built on trust and betrayal. These 5 habits, coffee, oats, creamers, smoothies, and instant meals, all share one thing in common. They turn trust into a business model. They sell comfort, speed, and routine, while quietly replacing nourishment with chemicals, additives, and marketing lies. The real danger isn't in one cup or one bowl. It's in repetition. The slow, invisible poisoning of millions of bodies, one breakfast at a time. And every time we shrug and say, "It's just coffee," or "It's just oats," the corporations win. Because they're not selling food anymore, they're selling dependency. The final warning. So tomorrow morning, before you take that first sip or spoonful, ask yourself, are you feeding your body or feeding an illusion? Because in a world where healthy has become a marketing word, the only real protection left is awareness. Stay curious, stay informed, and never trust what's written on the front of the package. The truth is always buried in the fine print. This is BizWorld Explorer, bringing you the hidden truths behind everyday life. If you found this eye-opening, hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe so you won't miss our next deep dive into the industries that quietly shape your health. Until next time, stay awake, because your next sip of coffee might not be what it seems.